have to be.
All right.
Just
So we're gonna watch Underwater Hockey Session, Training Session, 30th of March. I'm Sadi Rafferty.
I'm Claudio Grotti.
And we're gonna examine this game. And let's get ready.
It's pretty cool.
It starts off.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yes, 2 weeks ago. And here we go. Starts. Sadi is sprinting for it.
Did you have the new fins already? You have the new fins.
I got the new fins.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
You can see Federico managing to twist and flick it back though. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's that. Is that me on the side? Yeah, that's me on the side. I think. Is this one of the sessions where you got really fast already with the fins?
This is the session where.
This is the session. Yeah, I think I remember being particularly impressed by your new speed.
Yeah. You can see me curling there.
The side, yeah.
And then coming up, which is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly's pushing forward.
I think you can see Jonathan is positioning himself there, and if he gets it, he's just going to plow through this. Let's see, does it do it? No, he gets out. No. It's
you can see Sadia's coming in there, and he is making a break for it.
Yeah, and then Dominic stops you, and then was that? Oh, and then and then I managed to stop, and I'm like, I forgot about you, and then everybody scores. Yeah,
and then Molly comes in.
Yeah,
it's a good game. Dominic coming there with a fantastic flick. Maybe if he did in the game, it'd be better.
Yeah. Oh, and this is when the pool just changed color. Basically, the light, you can't control the sun.
You see, again, Federico really getting some nice flicks there in the early start to pass it to the teammate. Yeah. Now, I still pivot quickly enough where we just push through anyway.
Small on the side. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is Dominique manages to get through, and then Teresa carries it through.
Yeah, look at that.
Goes to Dominique again.
4 black
goes
sticks.
To the center, and then I think this is
that's a
Federico,
beautiful goal. I mean,
yeah.
4 black sticks charging towards the goal. There's no one there to stop them whatsoever.
Everybody passed. And that's also what I like, that everybody managed to pass. It wasn't like one person just going straight to the goal. So that was pretty cool.
That was charging to the side. Lucas is managing to stop it.
Yeah.
You see Jonathan there waiting.
Yeah, exactly. It is actually very clever what he's doing there, right? Because, I mean, you can get in the mix with everybody else, but if he manages to get it with the speed he has, he can just get through to the right and score. And this is Federico, right? Federico manages to... Very impressed by Federico. This is Molly.
He's playing exceptionally well for only having played 2-3 sessions.
This is Molly getting through the goal. And then I kind of fuck it up in defense. Can we say that?
We can say that.
I think I said fuck it up.
It's not a PG. There's no kids watching.
There's no kids watching.
But was that Elliot scoring with those tiny little...
Yeah, with tiny... yeah. Hopefully he'll have real fins from that.
Damn, look at that. That was a nasty little starting flick. And
we stopped you here, though. We managed to stop you here.
Did.
I don't know how we stopped you. I think it was a combination of me and Dominique stopping you here.
I think it was also... in the back of my head, I feel like I had this voice saying, don't fully charge for the goal because that's bad, because you're not learning. Yeah. So then I pushed forward a lot, and then it just kind of didn't quite go in for the kill.
And then I think you just score right now. Did you manage to score right now?
No.
Did we get it through? No, you don't score right now. No, oh my god, that's pretty cool.
No, but I think...
this is Teresa. Is that Teresa? Or is that... No, is that... No, that actually is Christine.
That's Christine.
And
then there I score after
then you score here.
Oh, with a nice flick?
Yeah. Wait, is Christine white?
Christine is
white. Yeah,
it's a little confusing.
So yeah. I get
Teresa,
confused.
Right?
Yeah, I get confused.
I guess Molly is in the purple, Christine is in the blue, and Teresa is in the yellow.
Yeah.
So that's how you can tell them apart. Because the swimsuits are all black.
Exactly. So it's kind of confusing, and there's also
Now that was a fucked up turn where a lot of momentum was lost and didn't really get anywhere. It's a nice push.
And this is Jonathan. He does keep that. Oh, look at this! I love when he like that. Flicking with the internal side of the stick is great.
That is something the club could practice. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen him and Gautier do it.
But do you think you need a special stick to do that, or like anybody with any, even the crappy sticks, can you do it?
We should ask him.
Because I'm not sure. I tried to flick with the internal side of my stick, which I think is crap, and I didn't manage to.
Maybe it needs to be more roughed up, also.
Yeah, maybe I have to like
sandpaper.
Like, look at this! Look at this! Whoa. Look at this! Alone!
Baby Finn's doing a massive push. I'm not sure that's what his nickname should be.
No. This is Lucas trying on the side, and it's really hard, and I don't think I managed to stop you. I think now you score.
Yeah,
I think now you score. You pass through me, and you pass through Dominique, and you score. Yeah.
I mean, it's always easier when you have Jonathan in the back line, ready to help.
Yeah, I think what I like is that he keeps that distance, right? He keeps that distance, keeps on being able to watch the game.
Yeah.
And then it just
because also for one, he went down earlier for like 10 seconds, did nothing. But what it was, he was in position, right?
Yeah.
And then I came back down, got some air, and then I pushed it forward. But,
Yes.
but he held the space.
He did. So nice defense here. This one is a bit of an intense situation here, and this is Jonathan
for a kill.
But he can't. He doesn't. Oh,
that was
wonderful, Dominic.
Yeah,
beautiful, Dominic. And Jonathan didn't actually try to flick because he could see that he was blocked. Jonathan again on the opposite side and
being held back,
fighting off the wall.
Held back by Lucas.
Can he lose it? He's gonna lose it. Now he's been in the water for a long time. Now he's gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And Dominic just goes. I think he's gonna pass it instead of scoring. That's always a good thing. And Molly tries to save it, but she was behind. It was too late.
I mean, it's also me and Jonathan were both down there at the similar times.
Yeah.
Me trying to go for a pass, but really I should have been behind to defend.
Yeah. You could really tell that Jonathan was running out of air and that went on the side on the wall. That's why you should probably not engage on the wall that much, because if he goes, like, you lose a little bit of the person with the vision of the game.
Well, you had no one to back him up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was fundamentally, it was like, who was there to back him up? There was no one.
Look at Dominic just plowing through people.
I mean, that's why you have Jonathan.
And I'm there, I'm like, pass it to me, I exist. And then he passes it to me, and of course, what do? I fuck it up royally.
Yeah.
And I just pass it in the center. This is the thing, like, you should never do, and I do all the freaking time. You should not pass it in the center unless you clearly see one of your people, because you're going to expose your team to central attack. And it's just silly.
That was
good.
That was just puck skills there.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
a bit of back and forth, and pushing into the goal eventually.
But I think that's what you do well. Like, you're very, like, persistent and, like, annoying to the point that people give up, and they think, like, he's going to drown, and you don't drown.
Well, that's why I always act like a little bitch when I'm out of the pool, huffing all the time, because I push myself to my limit also.
Yeah. Okay.
Man,
this is like defenses must fall.
All right.
What happens? What happens now? Oh no, I think we stopped for a foul. Didn't we stop for a foul? Out of bounds.
Yeah. I think this is the one where our team takes way too long to do anything because people had half forgotten how to actually play the game.
Yeah. And I think what we did here, if you see that we have a ramp, right? Just for people. Like, the ramp has tiles, and we decide out of bounds is not when the puck hits the ramp, but when the puck goes over the first tile, to give a little bit of wiggle space. Otherwise, you can't fight on the wall at all, since there is no wall. So.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be able to play the game a little bit.
Yeah. So I think here I go for the thing, and then I'm like, la 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 la, and
What's
I'm gonna pass it.
There?
I'm just like, is there anybody free enough that I can pass it to them? And then I think I saw Dominic. And then I think he goes in the corner. I think Lucas is doing the right thing there, because he could receive it if it's get past.
Yeah, you could bring it back into the center and push towards the goal.
But instead, now the problem is we're all up. This is fucked up. This is like, the problem is that we're all up. And then Dominic, who was in the corner, also has to recover.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there was a defense. There's 3 defenders there. But then I think if you look at that, what happened is actually
this one, and I hate you for that. Yeah.
If you go back,
a few
seconds, you can see here this action here. Look, when I have this one, there's actually 2 people to stop me right there.
Yeah.
There is Federico and there's you, but both of you act uncertainly.
Yeah.
Right? Do you see that moment? You had this moment of hesitation also to Federico, where actually I think both of you could have easily stopped me if you just gone straight on me.
I think that's waiting too long, right? And in a way, I think I was waiting for Federico because I am behind Federico in that position, because I was left defender and the left back. But you're right. I mean, we should have just plowed through you and just like been like interference.
Yeah, because you let me walk up to the goal.
And you probably if you were like Gautier, you would have probably flicked past us or that. But you probably would have curled in that position, since it depends on the speed you had, I guess.
Yeah, I was also dying.
Yeah. So this is small, but I think she gets stopped by Dominique here.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
And then Talisa is doing a nice little look. Nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's
good. She stopped me from grabbing it.
Yeah.
Initially.
And I think you get through, but you don't get through Dominique, because who can? And then very smart to Lucas. I don't remember. I wonder what Lucas is going to do here, because he has nobody. He could have passed it to Federico there, but you had to see him, and Federico was in the right position for that. I think now he's both you and Molly, and there's nobody.
Oh, there's you.
I think I managed to stop you there.
You do. You knock it away.
And I think I give enough time to my. Oh
no, you don't.
No.
This is the series where I repeatedly bash it through you, 5 goals in a row.
I do this stupid thing where I'm like, I stop the forward
movement.
moving, but I don't follow through by trying to pass it to one of my teams. I'm like, I hope one of my team is there to pick it up.
You completely stopped me,
Yeah.
made me turn around, lose all of my momentum,
Yeah.
but then you didn't stay down, and I just
then I
turned
didn't stay
around
down.
and just went back for the goal the second
But I
time.
stayed down. But shouldn't somebody in my team be there, or is that?
Ideally, yes.
Ideally,
I mean, look,
ideally,
it's me and Jonathan here versus Dominic as the sort of powerhouses, which just makes it quite difficult because
Look how nicely Jonathan turns, like completely controlling with the left arm.
well, this is
closing the space.
like you have
He does it
Jonathan
really well.
to defend the back, move it to the banana, and then just have me just smashing into the goal. Right?
Yeah.
It's tough to defend against.
Yeah.
If you don't have like a Daniel to really push along the wall or something.
Yeah, we missed Daniel. Here we go. This is you again curling, but I think
This is some bullshit.
who's in position? Oh, you got two people in position.
Oh, smacking it out of the fucking water and just going in for the kill.
Yeah. And I think here Molly scores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly scores.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, it was a good goal. One day we'll get true goals, by the way. This is
dog
like
leashes?
Yeah, this is dog leashes on like how do you call those things that we use like to suction cups? Suction cups and a dog leash in the middle, so it's a creative solution for. Yeah, nice girl.
That was a nice curl and pass.
It was very good, actually. Yeah.
Of course, Dominic being quite good at taking it, he managed to get it. But it was a nice forward positioning by Christine.
Oh, look at this! Oh! Federico managed to do something that normally takes a little bit, and this is me trying to get on the side with my terrible speed. I do manage to get Dominique. Who? Does it go in? I think it goes in. It went in. This is beautiful.
You can really see Federico has really progressed, especially with the flicking, the movement of the puck, and the speed even.
I think he plays really well. I mean, what is that, like, not even like cumulatively, how many times? Like four times? I mean, that's pretty good. This is a 3.1 meters pool, so it's not like the easiest place to do this.
No. Then we go for bring it to the wall. Oh, and then Lucas push, and then Dominic pushes it out.
I think there's
Jonathan pushing.
Well, that's me trying to stop.
I think we might succeed here, actually.
It's a little confusing right now.
But look, I'm not back to defend. There's no one back to defend. A nice push now to the goal would be pretty secure. And that is what happened!
Wonderful! That was beautiful.
The advantage of seeing the whole pool, right?
But he was there, right? By the way, he was there, right?
Like, yeah, it was in great positioning, right? But this is what I mean. You could see all the action was over there. Yeah. There was no one really to defend. So any breakaway would have likely succeeded.
Exactly. So a nice flick. I think this is you plowing through people.
I think this is...
And he just scored.
Yeah,
No, this is not it. This is not
that's the last one.
That is the last one. So let's see. This is... Oh, look at this! Jonathan being challenged by Federico. So he lost like 3 meters in that one.
Yeah, it was a big push.
That was beautiful. And then
a nice little. I was a little pass around.
I should not do it. Like, I think like actually a better way to do things would be to try to hook it up instead of just trying to punch it away. Yeah, I think you just scored. I think like in defense, right? Like I was defending and I had the puck coming my way and I could have hooked it up and curled, but instead of like I punched it away. Yeah. And it's a bit of a reflex and a mechanism, but I just think it's not a good one.
The hooking, what do you think? Hooking allows you to keep it for longer, right? Yeah. And allows you to slow down the pace of the game. Yeah. But what happened there was you and Dominic were quite close, so you smashed it out of my hand, but I managed to get a nice pass into Jonathan, who brought along the other end of the pool, eventually resulting in a goal, right? Because sometimes you just got to let people get back into their position. Yeah,
here I do curl, and I think I pass it to Dominique as well.
And he punches through.
Then follow through with a bicycle, maybe a little bit late on the bicycle. Oh, then there is out of bounds. So I think so this was equal puck, and it was you and Teresa.
Look at Teresa doing that.
Yeah, actually, Teresa is quite fast.
Powerful
She's quite
movement.
fast and powerful, really good.
I think I underestimated her there, and that resulted in her.
She's quite fast.
She's quite fast actually. But I think it was the power there, right? That wasn't really happening. I was at a slightly worse angle.
Yeah. And actually, it's funny because I was pushing her in the water. Oh, here we go. This is Jonathan doing what I would done. Oh, Dominique! But Jonathan, it was too late. Actually, I was pushing Teresa forward because I'm like, you're too far from the puck. And she's like, no, I actually need an angle to get down with speed on the puck. And so she actually kept the distance, even though it was a bit counterintuitive to me, and she came down really fast.
Yeah, I mean, and also look, I didn't keep the distance, and I went a lot closer.
Exactly,
and that was what
you were late. So yeah, she was totally right. Keep a little bit of distance in equal puck to get that angle. I mean, it's also a 3 meters deep pool, so
it's true. And in a deeper pool, you have to think about it more.
Scoring. No, I managed to stop her, but what do I do?
Jonathan probably gets it.
No, it's still not goal. Oh my god, this is really. I can't even remember.
Game.
This must be a goal. This has to be a goal. Is
that
Elliot scored? Maybe
it's a goal. I don't know from who.
Maybe Elliot scored. Yeah,
possibly. It was good action.
Yeah, there's too much time in front of the goal.
I can't wait to see Elliot with some bigger fins.
Yeah, I mean, things gonna be super.
In this pool.
It's gonna be super fast.
It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, it's gonna be another level.
Oh, that is a big push.
So that's another one on the. Oh, this is Christine. I haven't seen much Christine in this one. She's usually always like in the right place at the right time.
Well, I think also usually Christine's really good at getting some goals in.
Yes.
But you can see currently I'm just, when it gets to that side...
yeah, then you're already positioned.
I'm usually just plowing through.
Yeah.
And there you can see I shot it on his right side and then went on his left side to block him.
Yeah.
That is a nice push.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
Nice.
That was a good goal. It's just a lot of pressure. Good amount of pressure applied there.
Wonderful.
Well, that looks like I'm going for something.
Yeah, I think this could be... No, it is not it. This is not it. You're like...
I'm curling like a madman.
Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Yeah, it's a lot of curls.
That is a lot of curls.
Where even is the puck? Oh,
it's on the right wall.
Yeah.
It's on the right wall. It's on the right
Dominic's
wall.
got it. And then Federico is pushing.
Federico's pushing, but he's alone and 2 white sticks. You can't score.
Well, he did actually have to Alyssa there, but it wasn't enough. And then Molly...
This is a good pass.
That was a good pass. Well, I think personally she passed a little bit late and let the other person touch it, where a flick maybe would have been more efficient.
There's Teresa, but I think Teresa is alone. And then I think last man. I remember this one getting into like an arm lock with the Jonathan, who manages to keep the puck down, and then. Yeah. And then he's like, damn it.
He's been down forever. But look, so has Dominic.
So has Dominic. Yeah, it was also.
And then
this is like,
oh, did you see? Yeah. Let's look here. We see you right here, right? So Dominic's pushing here. He's doing a good push. I managed to block him. He's a little bit tired out of air. I get a nice grab on him. You stop me. You grab the puck, but you curl right into me, allowing me to steal it. And then I do a little curl, and then I just pass it to...
And I remember reviewing this, and I'm like, why did I curl that way? Like, I curled so much that you stole it back from me. Yeah. It's so stupid.
I think sometimes when you're curling, you have to remember you don't want to really curl 360. Or even...
Says the guy who always curls 360, by the way.
Well, then you got to be able to keep it, right? If you can't keep it. And I get it stolen from me sometimes, too. But at least... I'm usually lower to the ground and have it closer to my body. If you had a little far out,
too high up, and then you just get it.
Well, it's just a little bit too far out. Your arm's a little bit. You want to be in closer with your arm.
Oh wow, this is beautiful. It's just like defenses must hold. Yeah, I think they do hold.
They do hold. I think I just about managed to ram it up there and along the wall. Then I lose it.
This is one of those where everybody's up and is like, "What's happening? Are we still playing?" And then we are actually still playing. So
Jonathan in position there to stop that.
But Dominic versus Jonathan. I think Dominic is running out of air. He's definitely running out of air. He could have passed. Oh, Lucas. Yeah, I'm too far from Lucas. This is a big mistake because I'm also the last defender.
Yeah, but then
Dominic is recovering from the front. No. This is Federico's recovering from the front.
Yeah, Molly is there. Jonathan's there, but
they're all there.
It's a little
big
bit
party, and Dominic, after he has defended, is now forward and is like.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is
beautiful
wonderful
pass.
Right? Beautiful pass to Teresa.
The thing about that pass, right, is it's calculated, right? Because usually I would be able to stop that distance and stop her.
Yeah.
But because the game had dragged on for so long, it was a beautiful pass into the open.
But also Teresa, right? Great positioning, and she just got it in. So
absolutely,
very good.
Of course, but she was in exactly the right place,
She was in exactly the right place. She was super good. She played really well in this session, I must say. This is Dominic again trying to pass it to Federico. This is good. Almost I'm there, back him up, and but Jonathan is there.
Is a legend.
I mean, it's just
he's very hard to.
Very good defender. Very good defender. I get in there. See, here I could have done something different again, like fighting my way there, but then. Yeah, I think this is it.
Christine knocks it in there, and then talking about.
Yeah, she was in the right position. Yeah, right place, right time.
She's doing the positioning hasn't changed. It's just some of the force has changed a little bit. It's also very hard, especially to get past you.
It's also one of the first few sessions she's back after she's been out for a long time.
That's true.
And
is
it in? No, you managed to stop it.
Quite.
And then I wanted to.
Oh, what is that? Okay, that is. Oh, I see. I do a little puck bullshit.
This here you could have gone right. I don't know why you.
Yeah,
curled to pass it.
I think I should have just. I was so close to just shooting it into there, to be honest.
Then
But
we managed to stop you. Man, we're good. So this is Dominic. Oh, have you seen what he does? It's beautiful.
It was
and I think this is a goal because now it's 2 against 1. This was
It's-
wonderful thing of Dominic with the shoulder movement.
Yeah, it was a nice little
Amazing.
turnaround. And he's gotten a lot more aggressive than in the previous tournament, for example. You can really see the improvement.
And that's a goal. And that's when he just like. I think this is when. This is your. Did you score?
No,
That is not a goal.
no, it was slightly out. But you can see here a lot of these actions. It's the push through is quite high.
You mean at the beginning, right after
Yeah,
strike,
but you notice also it's not too important. Like even though I managed to get through maybe 2 people at the start, and close to the goal.
Another one. This is a massive mistake. Like blocking it, good.
Wow,
Blocking it, good. Passing at the center, bad.
Let's just rewind.
And it's classic mistake. I mean, like you block it, good, and now you pass it at the center because you don't know what to do with it anymore.
But
And
also,
then,
look how they managed to get around Lucas. A beautiful pass.
yeah, that was good. They stayed down. Both of them stayed down after they didn't go out for air. They stayed down. It was really well done.
Now we're gonna see.
Yeah, I think now
Now
that's it.
This is
I
the
think
final goal.
We've anticipated this goal for like 5 times already, so it gotta be it. Is this it? Is this
It's
it?
a curl into a flick, and then it's just a power. It's a powerhouse.
It is well deserved. It
It is well deserved.
Like,
I mean,
good.
it's
good.
funnily enough, it's a lot slower than a lot of the other ones where it's really close to the goal.
Yeah.
So this was not quite a sprint for it. This was
interesting,
a puck turn, flick, and
then score.
plow through.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Pretty good session. Good stuff.
Yeah, I guess hope people get better for the May tournament, and hope we see
Yeah,
some good stuff there.
May 10th. Be there. Be square.